This is J Mac from BK Mac TV, and I'm here to bring you Knicks coverage. Right now, the Knicks are playing their best start in franchise history in the last 8 to 10 years. I'm going to say it right now. The Knicks are playing to their best start in the last 8 to 10 years. They haven't had a great start like this since the 2012-2013 season. And right now, they're playing lights out. Right now, they're 5-1. The teams that they have beaten are no bums at all. They've beaten the Boston Celtics in double overtime. They beat the Magic, blew them out in Orlando. They've beaten the 76ers at home. They've beaten the Pelicans on the road with RJ Barrett pouring in 35 points. And they've beaten the Chicago Bulls on Joakim Noah night. I mean, this team is for real. This team, last year, if you remember, they produced a winning record for the first time since the 2012-2013 season. Coach Thibodeau has them playing strong, defensive, more three-point oriented basketball, and it's not going to light up. I'm telling you that right now. The quality of play has improved tremendously. I gotta tell you, Fournier and Kemba Walker being added into the rotation and through free agency has improved the Knicks gracefully. Right now they have more of an offensive punch. Julius Randle doesn't have to go for 40 every night anymore. He has plenty of help. Emmanuel quickly has improved tremendously in his three-point shooting and more shot selections. Norris Noel has yet to make his season debut, but I expect him to contribute tremendously. Kevin Knox, he hasn't stepped into the game floor yet, but I heard that he worked out during the summer and he has improved his game, so he should definitely be adding something to this special Knicks team coming forward. Taj Gibson's continuing to fight. He just recently became a father. He's fighting with the defense, anchoring the defense. Alex Burks continuing to drop the threes and playing solid defense. I mean, just looking at this roster is just amazing. Mitchell Robinson coming off a broken foot injury. He's stepping up, blocking shots. Trying to improve his condition game by game. Derrick Rose leading the charge. Oh wow, there's so many. And Jericho Sims, right now he's trying to get his feet wet, trying to understand the flow of the game. Obi Toppin has taken a tremendous step forward from last season. He looks more balanced, he looks more controlled out there. He has a better feel of the court, and he's contributed huge and big during this winning streak for the New York Knicks and their great start to the 5-1 start of the season. Overall, Thibodeau and the assistant coaches, Joni Bryan, Kenny Payne, Andy Gear, Darren Dice, and Roger Hines, they've continued to get these Knicks players ready for each game step by step. I feel right now the Knicks have a possibility of cracking over 50 wins this season in the 2021-2022 season. Remember, this has been 20 years when Jeff Van Gundy left as head coach. It was 20 years ago. I can't believe that. But you know what? The Knicks are a solid built team. I'm not jinxing anything. Honestly, they're playing smart. They're taking care of business, and game by game, they're going to progress forward. They gotta get better. Their loss to the Orlando Magic at home was a bad loss. They missed a lot of free throws. They recovered off of that loss and won 2. They have a chance. The Knicks have a chance. It's not just these games, these regular season games coming up. They honestly gotta use them as practice. So if they really want to make noise in the playoffs, they really got to get solid, build their rotation, be sound, so that way they can get to the playoffs and make a deep run to the finals. A lot of pundits out there saying the Knicks are not even going to go to the finals. They may defy the odds. Honestly, it's all about playing hard, playing smart, and sticking together. Julius Randle continues to bloom as an offensive, defensive player. He won the Most Improved Player last season. I expect him to continue to develop even more as a leader, as a floor general. Kemba Walker is definitely adding to the mix. Evan Fournier continuing to shoot better threes. Honestly, they just gotta improve, build this bond, this brotherhood bond, so that way they can go all the way to the playoffs and make some noise and go to the NBA Finals. It's not fair that a Knicks team has not been to the finals since 1999. That has to change, and I think this Knicks team has identified the goal, and I think they're going to push themselves to the top and get that goal and being in the NBA Finals. I may be speaking, with lofty expectations, but I know Brooklyn Nets are favored to go to the finals this year. But honestly, I'm a Knicks fan. Let's hope they make it to the final. Let's hope they emulate the 1999 season the way. Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, Marcus Camby, Kirk Thomas, Chris Giles, and so many. Larry Johnson were on that team. Patrick Ewing was on that team. They went to the NBA Finals. I believe those guys, the current team that we have now, led by Kemba Walker, Julius Randle, Obi Toppins, Mitchell Robinson, Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickly, Norris Noel, I believe they can go that far. It's just them being committed to the goal and winning it all. Every time I will be doing reviews on those games and see where the state of the Knicks are. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to BKJ Mac TV. More Knicks news. Thank you. Peace.